This is Sovereignty Rising with your contrarian soul guide and spiritual CEO, Dawn, here to dismantle illusions, return you to your power, and remind you that freedom isn't found in gripping harder, but in letting go. Let's get brutally honest today. Control is the ego's favorite con. It tells you if you just grip tighter, if you just manage more, or if you just figure it out, then you'll finally be safe. But here's the truth. Control isn't power. Control is just fear dressed up in a business suit. It doesn't protect you, it cages you. And the more you grip, the more life grinds to a halt. Today, we're breaking open Principle 5 of co-creation. Control is the cage. Surrender is the strategy. Principle 5 of co-creation. Make no judgments, have no expectations, and give up the need to know why things happen as they do. Welcome to Sovereignty Rising. Ditch the fear, embrace your flame. I'm Dawn Elgin, contrarian soul guide, visionary mystic, and creatrix of practical spiritualism. And this is the space where we strip away the fear, burn the old stories down, and reclaim the power that was never truly lost, just buried. Here, we dive into raw, unfiltered conversations on emotional healing, spiritual awakening, and the art of unlearning. Everything that keeps you stuck, small, and disconnected from your truth. Together, we rise like phoenixes. Flame first, fear last. Let's rise together. Here's the truth. Control is a trauma response. Listen, I get it. Most of us didn't grab control because we were power hungry. We grabbed control because we were terrified. Terrified of the next explosion at home. Terrified of losing love. Terrified of being abandoned or blindsided. So we learned how to micromanage everything. Control was survival. But here's the hard truth. What kept you alive then is killing your freedom now. Your nervous system still thinks gripping is safety. But in reality, gripping is the very thing keeping you stuck. There was a point in my life, not that long ago, where I was exhausted. I still refer to myself as a recovering control freak and triple A-type personality. I had done everything. Prayed, journaled, visualized, begged the universe for answers, and still nothing moved. I remember picking up my pen and writing words that cracked something in me wide open. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's next, but I trust you do. So I'm going to stop fighting you. And for the first time in years, I felt relief. Not collapse, not defeat, relief. Because surrender wasn't giving up. It was giving over. And that was the first breath of freedom. It's been about 7 years since I began my surrender experiment. I have restarted it many times. Control is sneaky. You think you've let it go when really you've just readjusted your grip, changed your footing. So let's lay down some contrarian mic drops. Every should is a cage you've built around yourself. That's a should about someone else, a should about yourself, and a should about life in general. I'll even include shouldn'ts. I shouldn't have done that. They shouldn't have said that. Life shouldn't have happened like that. Shoulds are danger. Expectations are premeditated disappointments. Judgment is separation in disguise. You don't need to know why to be free. Surrender isn't passive. It's the boldest action you'll ever take. Tattoo those on your soul. Write them on sticky notes. Keep them close by. Let's start with the beginning of this principle. Release all expectations and make no judgments. This is where most of us suffer, judgments and expectations. Why? Because judgment of self equals a shame spiral, and judgment of others equals resentment and separation, and expectations, just a disappointment factory. Every time you say, it shouldn't be this way, you're declaring war on reality. And reality will always win. The truth is, your suffering doesn't come from what happened. It comes from your judgment that it should have been different. That doesn't mean things are right or that they're wrong. Why do we do this? We judge things because we have expectations. Expectations of behaviors, of outcomes, of what's right and what's wrong. We have expectations due to beliefs that we've adopted from family, systems, and society. Many that we have never even questioned, let alone asked, is this true for me? Expectations are us living in the future. They cause unease and anxiety. And judgments are us living in the past. They cause us to feel resentment, dissociation, and separation that lead to bitterness and depression. Our soul is an entity of only present time. It only lives in the eternal now. Both expectations and judgments pull us out of the now, creating separation not only from other people, but from ourselves, from our own spirit, our own soul. I once obsessed over why after betrayal. Okay, it's been a lot more than once, but we'll stick with this one for here. Why did he do this? Why me? Why now? I thought if I could just understand the reason, I could be free. I could let it all go. But all it ever did was anchor me into resentment, into the victim. The why was a leash that kept me tied to the past. I looked at every new relationship through the lens of that experience. And the day that I realized I didn't need to know why in order to let go, that's when bitterness finally loosened its grip. When I was finally able to not only let go, but wish him peace, I got my first true taste of freedom. Here's the truth. We are addicted to why. We demand closure like oxygen. We think understanding equals freedom. But understanding is just another form of control. It's just another story we can attach to. It also keeps us tethered to the past, stuck in our child archetype, demanding as we stamp our feet. Why do we do this? Well, when we were little, we were taught good things happen to good boys and girls, and bad things happen to bad ones. This is why we often blame ourselves or assume responsibility for other people's actions. When it makes no sense, we ask, why? It's a way of saying, if I can make sense of this, maybe I can prevent it from ever happening again. The mind loops trying to solve the problem. But life doesn't work that way. Freedom doesn't come from answers. Freedom comes from surrender. It comes from, honestly, letting go. Today, I want us to do an embodiment practice, transmuting emotion. Let's move this whole thing into the body. Think of a resentment or a disappointment you've been carrying. Go ahead and feel it. Locate it in your body. Where is it living? Now breathe into it, like you're drawing that breath all the way there. And just see it as smoke. Hold it in your lungs for a moment. And as you exhale, release it down through your body and into the earth. Not suppressed, not projected, transmute it. Because your feelings are yours. They're not meant to be weapons. They're compost. You release them and they become fuel for new growth. This is a great place for us just to take a quick pause for a word from our sponsor. This surrender-powered episode is brought to you by me, your contrarian soul guide, your spiritual CEO, and founder of Practical Spiritualism Coaching Company. We have 2 powerful co-created coaching programs to support those ready to align their life. Soul Alchemy is for the one ready to stop forcing, stop gripping, and start creating from flow. The ones ready to answer the question, who am I? Aligned living is where you practice surrender daily, not as a theory, but as a way of life. It is the art of letting go. Book a sovereignty session. Links are in the show notes. Let's walk into freedom together. Welcome back. Let's talk surrender as strategy. Let's be clear, surrender is not weakness. It's not passivity. It's not spiritual bypass. Surrender is a strategy. It's the conscious decision to stop wasting energy on the fight. It's aligning with the flow of what is instead of getting stuck in the fantasy of what should be. As Byron Katie would say, it's loving what is. As Michael Singer says, life is unfolding in front of you. Stop resisting it. Surrender is active. It is staying completely present as life unfolds and participating with it. Even when the mind screams, "This is terrible," or "This is fabulous." Surrender is the act of being present. It's the honoring that we have no idea of what is good or bad. When the mind says something is bad, we say to ourselves, maybe. When the mind says something is good, we reply, maybe. And we just get curious, watch the unfolding. Life is a great theater, and we don't know the ending to a single scene. The ego is that annoying person that keeps trying to guess what's going to happen next. Ignore it. Stay present. Let yourself witness miracles as they unfold in front of you. Life is beautiful. Right now, you are gripping something, a relationship, a story, an expectation. Whatever it is, feel it. Name it. Bring awareness to it. And then ask yourself, what would happen if I put it down? Let yourself feel that. Here's the mantra I want you to carry this week. I surrender my judgments. I release my expectations. I don't need to know why to be free. Say it again, louder this time. I surrender my judgments. I release my expectations. I don't need to know why to be free, because control is the cage. Surrender is the strategy. And freedom is the life waiting on the other side. Remember, I see the light in you, and it is freaking brilliant. And I cannot wait for you to see it too. You are not broken. You are not too much. You're remembering who you've always been. And this journey is just getting started. If today's episode lit something in you, hit follow so you don't miss what's coming. And if you're feeling it, leave a review. It helps with more soul-led women find this space. Want to go deeper? Come find me on YouTube, Facebook, our private Facebook community, The Awakening Circle, Instagram, TikTok, or at our website, practicalspiritualismco.com, for all the ways we can rise together. Not to worry, all those links are in our show notes. Until next time, stay sovereign, stay bold, and keep that fire lit.